A legal expert and former federal prosecutor by the name of Karen Friedman Agnifilo. My apologies if I mispronounced that name. But anyway, she appeared recently on CNN, where she was talking about Donald Trump and the fraud trial and the closing arguments, and Donald Trump wanting to do his closing argument, then not being allowed to do it, but then still somehow getting to do it, which was weird enough as it is. But either way, this former federal prosecutor and legal expert pointed out that this is probably a very clear sign from Donald Trump that he has lost all faith in his lawyers. Here's what she said on CNN. I wonder whether Trump has lost faith in his lawyers. And that is why he wants to give a speech, because actually most of the time, lawyers represent a party, and you do that so that they can marshal the evidence and make the strongest arguments for you. So somebody who is represented doesn't typically want to give the closing argument. In fact, I have never seen that when someone is represented. I wonder if it means he has lost faith in his lawyers, and that's why he wants to do it himself. Now, that's an interesting point. And obviously, it's not something that other people haven't already thought of. But it does kind of make you want to take a deeper look into this, right? It isn't normal. And as she said, she's literally never seen it. And that's not something I've ever heard of either. When you have lawyers, you don't give your own closing argument. You trust your legal team enough to go out there and make the best argument possible for you. Trump didn't trust them enough to do that. That is clear off the top. He did not trust them, and that's why he wanted to do it. So the question is going to become, at what point does Donald Trump realize that he's being represented by idiots? Does he come to that realization? And if he comes to that realization, does the fact that they continue to lose in court outweigh the fact that they continue to do his bidding in the media? See, that's why Trump has kept these people around. That's why Alina Habba is still a thing. He removed her. Let's not forget, he removed her because of her poor performances in the court, although she denies that's the reason. It's pretty obvious that that's why. He removed her from his legal team many, many, many months ago, long before the New York fraud trial started. And she became the spokesperson / legal spokesperson for his super PAC. But then for some reason, she was out there in the media every day talking about this, talking about that. He then put her back on the team for the New York fraud trial, which they've already lost, right? We had the summary judgment. You have already lost that trial. So when they lose this one again and get the harsh punishment that will be coming down the pipeline, is he going to look at Alina Habba and say, I'm done with you? You've literally lost everything for me. Like, not just in this case, but all of the other cases as well. Like, you lose. Why am I keeping you here? I know I like to parade you around when I go to the UFC fights or at the Mar-a-Lago New Year's Eve party. But at some point, he is going to have to draw the line because her inability to be a great lawyer, along with the other people on the legal team in New York, is going to cost Trump everything. He's going to lose everything. Most likely, depending on the judgment that Engoron hands down, but it's pretty obvious he's going to lose a lot. So at some point, Trump is going to have to make that decision. Do I keep these people on board because I like that they go on TV and say crazy things that I want them to say? Or can I find anybody else to do that and then maybe go and find a competent lawyer as well? It doesn't always have to be the same person doing the same two things. You can have the crazy people on TV, and then you can have your legal team. You don't have to have the overlap there. And I think Trump's going to come to that realization pretty soon. Doesn't matter how much he likes Alina Habba. It doesn't matter how much he likes that she'll go out there and say stupid things on national television. Eventually, it's going to hit him that sticking by her has cost him everything. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.